Andrew Scott is the co-trainer of Charles Road and joins us now on the phone. Good morning, Andrew. You're looking forward to your local race meeting today?
Yeah, hi Jason and to everyone, and yeah, absolutely. It's our local, local big day, and I think the club's pretty set for a big day. They've got many big parties and this and that booked, and it's certainly the day that the community comes to the racecourse and enjoys a day out. But fingers crossed the weather plays their part, and everyone can enjoy the day.
Looking out the window, how's it looking?
Yeah, it looks pretty grey. Look, we obviously had 12 mils overnight, and it probably could only done the track any good. They'll only be getting their toe in, and it might be chipping out a little bit, but I don't think it'll bring too many excuses for horses. And look, it's pretty grey, but certainly no rain. But wouldn't say it's not going to rain.
Looking at the runners that you'll prepare, including Taming the Shoe and Valor Pour Moi. But speaking about Charles Road firstly, how pleased have you been with his preparation thus far?
We're really pleased with the way he's coming up and the way he looks and the way he's trained and how he's raced. And his first run back there at Counties was better than what we could have hoped. He really hit the line well over a shorter trip, and then around Te Rapa last start, his performance was very good. They slackened their tempo a fair bit down the back there, and they really went for it at the 700, and he got well flat-footed, and he was sort of down in the worst of it where they weren't winning. But the last 200 metres, he really hit the line well. So, he is racing well, and he's certainly coming up in a manner that would suggest he's in for a good preparation. And his Tuesday morning's work is probably this prep's best. It indicates that he's gone on from Te Rapa, and he's certainly progressing in a manner that would suggest that he's in for a good preparation through the autumn.
We're giving weight to Rondinella and Vin de Dance. Look, at this stage of his preparation, given that he has worked well on Tuesday, how competitive do you expect him to be today?
Well, Jason, he's a very consistent horse, and he's very, he goes out there and tries his best. And look, obviously he's got to carry 60 and a half. They've got lightweights, and up and coming horses, and they're going to be very hard to beat. But, our bloke, he's going to get out there, and he'll be hitting the line hard. And, look, if, Rondinella's still got to, step up into this class, and she looks like she's going to handle it the way she's sort of progressed. But, Vin de Dance is probably a little bit the same. It's not until they try this grade that, they've got to compete. And, it's a pretty stiff race for both of them to take on first up. But, I'm sure they'll be both competitive for sure, because they're both promising horses. But look, our bloke, he's going to run another really genuine race. And look, with the class on his side, it wouldn't surprise us if he ran on by. But he just might be still looking for one more run,
And he's a joint $4.50 favourite in the futures market for the Auckland Cup alongside Glory Days, who was very impressive, winning the Avondale Cup 5 to midnight there at $5.50. We saw this a little bit earlier with Prince Jabil and Vengemask, both at $10. Another runner that you've got in the race who, is promised a lot at various stages around the world, and you have it in your tutelage now. The blinkers on today, Giovanni Ken Alito. What are you hoping for from Giovanni Ken Alito today?
Oh, well, we're hoping for a really good performance. We're probably not going.
Okay, cell phone network again, playing havoc with us here on the Punters Lounge Live. We'll see if we can potentially get Andrew back on the phone, because we've got some unfinished business. I want to hear what he has to say about Giovanni Ken Alito. Andrew, you're back with us now. Giovanni Ken Alito, what are you hoping for?
Yeah, well, we're really hoping he performs well. Look, obviously he's got all the ability in the world, with his, his past racing, and, for some reason or another, he just hasn't quite come up the way we'd hoped. Now, look, we've tried things a little bit different. We've trialled him. He trialled with a good bit of energy, with the blinkers on there, way back there, and, we've worked him up and down our straight heath. It's 2,000 metre straight gallop, and, just tried to mirror what they do a little bit in Europe with him. training up a little bit, and we're just hoping that this can really, turn him around and get him back on track. Because his first up run at Tauranga was really pleasing, and then he's just put in 2 real shockers. But genetically, this is what he's bred to do. We didn't really inspect the great lot till he sort of got over ground, and we're certainly looking for something today because his body weight indicates that he's right on song. He's the same weight that he was when he raced on Day, and he looks as bright as a button, and he's really sound in his limbs, which he's a bit of an old horse, and he's probably filled his pins in, going into 1 or 2 other races. So today he's at his best, and we've got no excuses. So we're really hoping that he goes out there and at least shows us something to hold on to.
He was placed in the Hong Kong Derby behind Werther, obviously a New Zealand-bred galloper that was a Hong Kong Horse of the Year before being retired. So that was Giovanni Ken Alito. We're speaking with Andrew Scott. And Andrew, you have a runner in the Waikato stud Slipper, Patch Prince. Last start at Te Rapa, how did you assess that performance behind Harlow?
Probably better than it looked. Look, he's still learning, and he wanted to overdo it a little bit mid-race, and then he looked like the winner halfway down, and you just swear it was a matter of how far, and then he just hit the wall the last 100 yards and vaulted into third, and as it turned out all day, nothing won down there all day, and it was totally against the bias, but it was the first race, so we weren't to know. And then the winner consequently came out in the middle of the track and got on the fast lane and won well. And she's obviously a good filly. But he took good improvement with the run, and he's a much fitter horse. And look, he has to improve tenfold. We obviously know that to foot it with some of these. But we know he's got a good deal of ability, and if he puts his best foot forward today, we've got confidence that he will be competitive with some of these horses. So we've got to obviously draw a line through his last 2 runs, and hopefully, if there's any rain around him, with the wee bit of rain that we've had, we believe that's going to only bring him into the race more, and will only aid him. So, it's probably a little hard to see him going out and winning today, but he's another one. He's got no excuses. He's a lot fitter, and he should be putting in a pretty strong performance, and we'll be disappointed if he doesn't.
He's one of 2 colts by Exceed and Excel in the race. Another one trained by Tiako is Equinox, and they have 3. What have you made of those horses? I assume you've snuck a peek on the training track and seen those 3 2-year-olds that will form the biggest competition in the race?
Yeah, well, absolutely. Look, Craig got off our bloke to ride Equinox, and we couldn't argue about it. It's got the form on the board, and it's obviously a very promising horse. And the done deals are flying. The one of Tiako's, and there's no hotter stallion around at the moment than him. And that horse put in a great performance in the Karaka Millions. And I think every horse has got a case in the race. It wouldn't surprise me if any one of them won. So look, it's a good lineup of colts, and it's always a good race, and always a good horse comes out of the race. You've found in the past, so there'll be no exception this year.
Team Wexford's best of the day, Andrew. We'll put up the book of runners that you have that you'll present today. You've got Taming the Shrew, Patch Prince, Charles Rowe, Giovanni Ken Alito, Velo Pomois. Who would be the best?
Probably our best chances in the first and the last. Taking the Shrew with a hood on for the first time. What meets a field that she looks pretty well placed in, and she's been running pretty good races, and just probably with the hood with a little bit of a toe in the ground today. She does appreciate a bit of give in the ground. She's a promising staying filly that should run well today. And look, Volley Pomois just pulled a head off last start there at Ellerslie, and you could pretty much draw a line through that. And if you go back to her 2 starts prior, they're both very good performances. And if she relaxes well through the first quarter of the race, she'll hit the line really hard. So they're probably our best 2 winning chances. But the horses in the middle, well, we're expecting them to run well too.